So good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever time that you are watching this video. I am Richard Taylor, and here at Taylor House Publishing, I'm going to give you a little bit of the information needed for you guys to make an informed decision. As you well know, the upcoming election is fast approaching. I think here in Wayne County, we are less than a month away from the early voting. Early voting starts October the 7th. And if you didn't know that Richard Taylor, is currently running for the Wayne County Board of Education District 3 seat here in the Wayne County. And I initially was advised to run by an associate of mine. They indicated that the current seat in that district, the beloved Miss Patricia Burton, was not going to run for re-election. And it was supposed to be somewhat a untold secret. And if I was to sign up, then maybe I would be able to run unopposed. However, that didn't happen. Two other people signed up. And they had the primary in March. Now, in March, once again, I wasn't expecting to have to campaign. I wasn't even expecting to win. And surprisingly, I got the second amount of votes without doing any campaign. And so here it is, election time. I said I may do some campaigning. I may not. As you know, I've been very busy with, doing a lot of things, advocating for the community, advocating for the kids in the community, and, doing my own publishing, my personal speaking, my mental health counseling, all of those things. So this day has fastly approached. However, I have begun to realize that because of the work that I've done and because of the situations that I've seen and because of the interactions I've had with parents, students, community members, and their concerns, I realized that, yes, I may be the right person to undertake that position. Currently, there are 7 members, and if I'm elected, if I'm not mistaken, that I would be the youngest member of the Wayne County Board of Education, and that's at the age of 46. So, many people probably don't consider that young. But nevertheless, I want to give you guys some insight over the next few weeks of the things that I would advocate for, the things that I would champion if elected to that seat. So I'm going to release a series of videos. I'm just going to give you an overview right now. I am running for District 3. Within that district, this is considered the inner city schools. And we all know what challenges have been facing these school systems or these school demographics over the past years and over even the past year. And so I've had a unique opportunity to deal firsthand with the children in the community, not exactly with the school system, but with the children in the community, and hear firsthand from them of the things that they face, not only in school, but also in the community. And that would be one of my main points of emphasis as connecting the school and the community for the betterment of the child's life. Now, we all know District 3 is, citywide as far as, the community is once again facing a lot of challenges. One of those is violence. A lot of these children who attend these schools live in neighborhoods that are plagued with violence. And if you are waking up to gunshots, or if you are waking up to the death of family and friends, or you are seeing, all types of crime activity in your area, then that's definitely going to affect your mental health. And if your mental health is affected, then it's going to affect your ability to learn. So one of the main emphasis is identifying those resources, whether it's mental health counseling, and implementing them in schools and identifying those particular children who may need those resources in order to perform well. I think that is very, very much needed, as opposed to the disciplinary measures when children who may come from that environment may display certain types of behavior because of the trauma that they're experiencing on a day-to-day basis. So that's just one issue, and I'm going to tap into that a little more. Also, the transportation issue, as far as children getting to and from school. We all know the buses are not running on a consistent and regular schedule. I would suggest that the school, once again, work with the parents and the community to help get this problem solved. How so? Well, why don't we put out a volunteer list of parents in certain neighborhoods who are able to take children to and from school? Maybe 5, maybe 10, maybe doing 2 loads. Put out, that smoke signal. Whereas, okay, well, look, we know these buses are not running. What parents, what community members, what organizations may be willing to take these school students back and forth to school? Once again, it takes a community effort. Also, special education. The special education, many parents of the Edgewood students have expressed concerns of their upheaval from their own campus. So those parents feel like their children are not getting the attention that they need. So we're going to, once again, I'm going to want to champion their cause, and once again see how the school board, the school system can work with those families. Also, our resources. I've seen throughout my research, my connection, my researching certain issues within the school system, that certain school systems are funded more or underfunded more than others. So I would like to champion the equitable resources in all schools. Now, if children are doing well in school, it seems like those schools get the most resources. However, wouldn't it be smart, only thing, to put resources in the kids that really need the most resources, need the most after school programs, need the most tutoring and things of that. So those are just 4 issues, but there are a lot more. But I want you guys also to voice your concerns about what you think is best for the school system. I have a lot of ideas, and while I've been critical of the current superintendent, Dr. Mark Wichard, I have seen him attempting to make strides through creative changes, which a lot of people don't like. So, of course, I am the voice of the people. So I have to be that voice when people don't like the things that he does. That's just, I feel like that's, what I should do. If people come to me with an issue, then it is, it's up to me to put forth that issue and make that issue known. Nevertheless, I do give him credit for coming in within this past year, making strides. I just heard that the report cards have gone out, and apparently there has been some improvement. But like I said earlier, at the expense of what and who. Now, if we're talking about improvement in these inner city schools, I know for a fact that a lot of these students who are facing challenging issues in school and out of school are being sent to alternative schools thereof. And so are the numbers going up because they are putting the children who are at a disadvantage out of the school system? Or are they going up because everyone is going up? Not, the ones that are failing, make sure we get them out to bring the test scores up. So that's something that we have to look at. I haven't did the demographics, but I do know that there are a lot of students who have been referred to the alternative school, Wayne Academy, within my time of dealing with this. And once again, I am out in the community with these children on a day-to-day basis. As you know, last year I had the after-school program in one of the notorious neighborhoods that is notorious for violence and crime, which is the Grand at Day Point. I have the after-school program out there for 1 year, you would be surprised of some of the stories and situations that I hear these children bring, and they don't even bring them, but I hear them talk and I see, and I could just fathom, what they go through just by what they say, or the things they hear just by what they say. So I had firsthand experience of these children, so I don't know anyone who is running that has that distinct perspective, from the perspective of the children, not of the school board and all of the doctors and all of the, the PhDs and the data and, all of these things that don't personalize the plans to make sure that these children succeed. So I didn't mean to ramble. I kind of rambled. I really meant for this video to be like 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. But once again, these children are a passion of mine. This is not something that I get paid for. I do what I do in the community for these children out of compassion, out of love, out of, having the fortunate circumstances to have a mother and father at home and, didn't have to deal with a lot of the things that I see these children deal with. And I'm going to get into some specific situations without naming the child or the individual or the family, but, to just give you guys some insight on what some of these children are dealing with and how hard it's been for me to help or get help from the school or the school board to rectify these issues. But if you do want to vote, remember Richard Taylor, Wayne County School Board, District 3. Voting starts at October the 7th. I'll get the locations if you're in my district. I'm not going to be doing a lot of signs, a lot of campaigning, a lot of knock on doors. Everywhere I go in this city, people say, hey, I've seen your YouTube videos. So this is what I'm going to use since everybody knows me. I'm going to use these YouTube videos to get the word out that, yes, vote for Richard Taylor. He's running for Wayne County School Board District 3. And if you watch any of these videos, you pretty much know what I stand for. And so, but I do solicit certain questions. If you have if you want my opinion, my plans for different situations or concerns you may have, feel free to send them in so I can know what the people want, because I'm not one to say, yeah, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And that's not what you want. So I want to know what the people want so I can tell you what, if, how, or when I can accommodate you on those things. But I definitely, my District 3 is a very unique, a very, concentrated school system. And so I think this seat needs a very unique, very concentrated person to make sure that they, have someone who advocates for things that are beneficial, not only to them, but also to the entire school system at large. 919-587-7782. If you do want to help or whatever, I don't need any money. I'm not doing a bunch of raising money. No, keep your money, use that for something else in the community. People, you should know this is what we're doing. So if you believe in me, if you believe that, I have the mind and the hearts and the well-being of the children at the forefront of my intention to take this seat, then please, vote for me, reach out, give me advice on what I should do to make sure that we can continue to better the school system of Wayne County. Peace and blessings, love. Share this video. Also subscribe to the channel if you will. Peace. Richard Taylor, Wayne County Board of Education, District 3.
Richard Taylor, right here at Taylor House Publishing. Speak with Richard directly at 919-587-7782. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and invite your family and friends to watch.
From Wayne County to the Carolina coast, Taylor House, bring the news you love most. Tune in on YouTube, don't miss a beat. Little stories that keep you on your feet. Taylor House, we got the scoop. Taylor House Publishing.